And I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, now let's look at our waterfall. Now I want you to notice the corners of these waterfalls are curved up a little. That's just because I haven't matted the inside yet. All right, so I put seam binding, and then we have our little, oops, I'm stuck there. So I'm just trying to get that little piece of glue up. There we go. Our little waterfall. And I do need to, like I said, mat the inside. And I'm just going to mat them in black, but we'll get to that later. And this is black seam binding. Any color would work, of course. Or ribbon, whatever you like. Okay, so I've already cut out the one for the front, and it's going to be exactly like this one. So let me go ahead and grab all my pieces. All right, so we're going to use this little black and white line drawing as the base. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that down. And again, it'll all be in the cutting guide. So it's 5 3/8 by 7 1/4. And let's see if did I ink that? I didn't. The only reason I'm inking this one is the really dark, the papers in this collection, the black ones, there is a white core and it shows. So I'm just using black soot. You could use anything really. It's just to knock down that bright white edge. So I mentioned that I was at Hobby Lobby today, and it is the day that I'm filming this is, let me think, it's October the 4th. And I'd been in there with my sister a couple of weeks ago, and they had some really pretty things for fall and for Thanksgiving, but you know, I don't want to put too much stuff in the house, and I'm getting it ready to sell, but I still like it to look festive, and I like the fall, so I thought, well, let me go in there and see if they have anything. I needed a few little pumpkins for a basket of pumpkins that I have. That's mainly what I went in there for. And at Hobby Lobby, Thanksgiving and Halloween is basically over. It's October the 4th, mind you. Everything was Christmas, which I'm not opposed to. I like Christmas, but I do wish that the Halloween and the Thanksgiving stuff stuck around a little bit longer. However, I did find a few pumpkins, which is what I went in there for, and I found my little gold ribbon that I like so much, so it was a successful venture. Okay, be very careful putting this paper down. It is directional. It's very much a directional print. Okay, now there's that. So we can set that aside for a moment, and we're going to make our waterfall. So for the waterfall base, you need a piece 5 1/2 by 6 1/2. For the actual waterfall, so you need 2 of those, one for the one that's on the back of the book, one for the one that's on the front of the book. Then for the waterfall, it's 4 1/2 by 6 1/4, and you need 6 of them. 3 for the front, 3 for the back. Okay, now this is waterfall is just slightly different than most that I do because I'm looking for my pin. There's not a lot of room here vertically because it's a horizontal book. It's not a very big book, but I still wanted to be able to use 4 by 6 pictures. And if I had used a 1/2 inch gap between the waterfalls, which is what I typically would do, I'd have been lucky to get 2. So what we're doing is 1/4 inch. So put the 4 1/2 inch side of your piece in the top of the scoreboard and score at 1/4 of an inch. Okay. And you're going to do that with all 3 of your waterfall pieces. Okay. There we go. Now the base piece, we're going to build this on the base. The base piece is just a little bit longer than you actually need. I like to do it that way and then trim the length, because you're never exactly sure how these things are going to work out. You know, you may not cut it exactly right. Your scoreboard may not be exactly right. In order to keep things straight, you may need to fudge something a little bit. So better to just make it a little big and then cut it down after. Okay, so here is our base. And what we're going to do is take the first piece and glue it right along that top edge. And I need another scrap of the black or some other dark color. There's a piece of brown so that I can see my edges. Okay. And again, you can round these or use a decorative punch. As I said, the only reason I didn't is I didn't want the recipient to have any qualm about gluing pictures on here. I want it to be easy. Okay. And make sure everything is lined up side to side, nice and straight. Okay. There we go. That's the first one. Glue there. Okay, now the second one is going to line up just right up against the edge of that one, but fudge as needed to make sure that it's straight. See, if I put that right like that, see how cockeyed that is? I probably didn't fold it perfectly straight, so line it up side to side, nice and straight. The white on white is really not going to show very much if you have to tilt it a little. That sounds like Jolly. And it is Jolly. Hi, baby. Oops, what are you into? Well, I'm not going to show you what she was doing because it's a check. I have a cat with the worst possible trait. She likes to chew paper. And she's gotten hold of a check and chewed off an entire corner of it. Fortunately, it's a check I've already deposited. Okay. There's that. And now we're going to do the last one. So I might have gotten that a little out of whack because I was kind of distracted by my cat eating a piece of financial documentation. Okay. They've never, thank goodness, and both of them do it. Jolly's the worst though. They've never gone after my craft paper, thank heavens. It's always like a receipt or an envelope or a check. There we go. Okay, so there is our waterfall. And as you can see, it's, well, maybe you can see. Let me go ahead and, you can see we've got quite a bit of space here and much less here. So we want this to be equal to this. And in order to do that, and we're going to measure, and it should be 1/4 of an inch, right? But I guarantee you it won't be. It'll be more like 3/8 of an inch, because that fold eats up some of that. So let's just measure it, and it is, let's see. I mean 3/16. I didn't mean 1/8. Yeah, it's 3/16. So what I'm going to do is take my little ruler, put the 3/16 right here. I'm going to put the 3/16 against this line right here, and then make a mark on the base, and I'm going to cut it there. So hang on, I'm pulling it over to me. Okay. there we go. Now we have our waterfall. Okay. And I need to find my black seam binding because we're going to just make it exactly the same as this one. So before we attach it into the book, I need to put the seam binding on it. Okay. Oh, that's brown. Okay, hang on. Okay, that one's black. That's better. This stuff is not terribly expensive. I buy the white on the rolls, but I strongly encourage you, if you're placing an order, like with Country Craft Creations, which is where I buy my stuff, just pick out a few colors, add like 3-5 yards, something like that to your order each time in different colors, and that way you'll build up a stash. And when you have a project where you need a specific color, you're not waiting to order it, or you don't have to try and dye it yourself. You'll just have it. Okay. I'm just checking length here. I know it's fine though. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do, oops, hey Jolly, is, watch those scissors, baby girl. Okay. Okay. Sorry, had to have a little, and because now I have cat hair. Okay. So I'm just putting a piece of tape vertically, just about in the middle. I'm eyeballing it. Okay. There. Go. And hold on. Get that off. Just untie it. Okay. And you could put a short piece here and a short piece here, but by doing it this way, it kind of prevents it ever being accidentally pulled out. Okay, that's centered. That's pretty good. That's fine. All right, now I'm going to tie it again. Obviously it's going to need to be trimmed, but okay, it's tied. It's just about in the middle. Looks good. Except for the cat hair. Okay. So then what I'm going to do, just double checking that, is cover the back with score tape. I'm going to use the 1/2 inch. You can use the big pieces if you have them. You could use glue if you prefer. I happen to have some 1/2 inch tape. That's what I'm going to use. I also have this little scrap here. I'm going to use that. Okay. And you want to make sure that your adhesive does not go past the end of your paper. As I just about did that right there. Okay, I think it's fine. I've got to find my little ruler. This is ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Oops. And then we just need to put some straight pieces there. And oops. No, that caught in there. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, let me just fix that. Hang on. Okay. Okay. There we go. And just burnish the heck out of that. Okay, there we go. All right. Actually, I could put one there. Probably should put one there. Hang on. Whoop. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we are going to remove the back from all this tape. Okay, now this needs to go centered on this inside front cover, and make sure you've got your waterfall at the bottom, and then basically just hold it over, eyeball everything, and when it looks straight, drop it. Looks good. Okay. And give that base a good burnish. Okay, it's stuck. Okay, now I've got our mats. I'm only going to mat the pattern paper on the outside. The inside's going to be exactly the same size, and they're going to be black. But I'll do that off camera because it's going to be the same as this. So your mats need to be 4 by 6. Right, 4 by 6, yeah. Now, the black mats, the ones that I'm going to put inside, I said they were going to be the same size. I lied. Those are going to be 4 1/8 by 6 1/8, just so that a little bit shows underneath the picture. Okay, so now I'm double checking because I want these to be exactly the same as the front. So I've got, this is my order here. One of them upside down. There. Okay. And where's my little piece of brown paper? Put that there. All right, so 4 by 6 for the pattern papers on the outside, 4 1/8 by 6 1/8 for the ones on the inside. If you want them to look like mine, of course you can make them all the same if you want to, whatever you prefer. There we go. This is so cute. So happy with how this is coming out. Right. turn this off camera. I always edit out the glue part anyway, but all right, so. Go. Okay. And then we have our little green eyeballs, well, green background eyeballs. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oops, that's a little far up. There we go. That's better. Okay. And then this last one is this one, and I'm going to ink this because it's got a little bit of the white core showing. Oh, looks good. And grab a baby wipe. There we go. So cute. Okay, let's go ahead and tie this one. Once again, I'm being awkward tying my bow. Oh, I forgot. I got the cutest little pumpkin charm today at Hobby Lobby. I'll grab it in a second and show it to you. I'm probably going to use it somehow. Maybe not on this one, maybe on a fall one, but it was really cute. Literally fell off the rack at my feet, so I had to buy it. I think it's meant to be Cinderella's carriage, but I love it, so I'm using it. Okay, so there we are. We have our two matching waterfalls. So cute. Okay, and we have all our pages. We just need to mat our pocket. So let's do that. Put my pin back in my glue. And actually, you know what, too? I have the pieces cut for the cover, so we could probably do that first, and then I'll do this pocket. All right, so for the cover, we're using that same little chalkboard type print. That's going to go there, and then white, and then this 4x6 cut apart, and I'm doing everything straight, just like that. And then we'll put one of our little ephemeras or something on there. Okay, so let's see. Let's do this one first. Might as well get this done. Let me give you measurements too. Of course, their measurements going to depend a little bit on how you cut things and what you decide to use, but if it's going to be just like mine, I'll give you the measurements. All right, so this cut apart is, it's a hair under 4 by 5 and not quite 7/8, so it's kind of a funny size. And that, so I made my mat is 4.5 by 6 3/8. But again, just adjust as need be for your particular pieces. So I'm going to glue this down first and then we'll attach that. Oh, wait a minute. What are we going to do for a closure? Oh, you know what? I'll just do my usual clip closure because that's what I like best anyway. And I won't need to deal with it until I get to the back or the spine. But I think the back. Oh, what's the matter, Jolly? Really? Really? What's the matter? Better get this down quick before she decides to jump up again. Okay. Okay, here we go. And then this piece is going to go there. And you could, you know, put it at an angle or whatever you want, but I'm going to go ahead and do it straight. Alright, so just kind of eyeball that. That looks good. Straight. Okay. Go. Awesome. Okay. That is super cute. I kind of wish I had some really, really bright seam binding to do the closure. I might. I'll have to look and see. Hang on. I'm hearing noises that concern me. Had to rescue another piece of paper. So this was a little pumpkin charm that I got at Hobby Lobby, and it was 50% off too. So it's just so cute. I couldn't stand it. I had to buy it. Okay. Maybe we'll attach it over here with our clip. That'd be cute. Okay. So we need for back here. Let's see. I don't want to use this because we already have it there. But this piece, that piece is big enough. That could be the pocket, maybe. With the skulls. That's cute. Cleaning up a little bit to give myself a cleaner space to work. Okay. So let's see what we need. Oh, where's my pin? Here it is. So for the flap, for the outer flap, let's see, 3 7/8 by 6 7/8. Okay, that's going to go there, and I will need to round the corners. And I didn't pick the inside mats yet, but we'll do that. Okay, so that's going to go there, and then this one is 2 7/8 by 6 7/8. Good. Just gonna tuck this in here so I can see. Actually come down a little bit. I don't think I'm going to get that off. That's stuck. Okay, we're going to leave it. I was so concerned about getting it straight up there that I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I had it up too high. Okay, and then this one, that's so cute. Is there. Hang on. Let's see what I'm doing here. Let me turn this. Okay. There. This one's a little low. I kind of did that on purpose to try to balance out the fact that this one was a little high. Ooh, almost bruised my paper on that magnet. Okay. There we go. Then, let's see, what are we going to put on the inside? Let's see. Pumpkins might look good. Are they too same old with that? Maybe the orange. I think I'm going to do the orange in both of these spots. So I need a piece 6 7/8 wide. And then we need a piece. How big is this? 4. Is that right? 3 7/8. Gonna go there, and then this piece needs to be about 3 inches. Okay, so that one's gonna go there. Hair wide. That's better. Okay, that's gonna go there, and then this one is gonna go there. Turn this upside down so I can see. That looks good. And I'm gonna be careful here because I don't have anything to really rest this on. I'm just gonna burnish it from the front. This piece goes in there. We have a lot of ephemera to work with, so this page, you know, these kind of a little bit more plain pages. As I talk about bright orange giant polka dot paper, but it is plain compared to some of the others, will be a good place for some of that ephemera. Okay, there we go. All right, and let me grab that thin. Just want to make sure that's well burnished down in that bucket. Okay, there we go. So cute. I'm so pleased with how this is coming out. Okay, I think we are at a good stopping point. So I'm going to stop, and when I come back next time, we will finish this book. We will add our closure, we'll mat the spine and the back. I have a little dangly charm that I might add. It's a little long, so I might have to rework it, but I think I can. I don't think that's a big deal. And I've got that little one that I showed you we might attach to this thing, and then we're going to make all of our inserts and add all our little ephemera, the little trick-or-treating children, and we'll finish it up. So thank you so much for watching. Again, this is Simple Stories Say Cheese Halloween. You can get it at Country Craft Creations. That's where I got mine. This is not a sponsored post or a design team project, but that's just where I got it. And I'm also using white and black artisan cardstock, also from Country Craft Creations. And I guess that is about it. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. And I will see you very soon, and we'll finish up with this project. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.